morning. Welcome. So we are just going to go through a kind of basic all levels power vinyasa flow this morning. So we start in class with some pranayama deep breathing. In and out. So with pranayama, we want to focus on the inhales and the exhales. And it gives us a chance to settle the mind, connect with the breath, kind of let go of anything that we're holding on to. And a little bit on a deeper level, it helps to increase the capacity of our lungs and oxygenate the blood. So just coming into a comfortable seated position, make any little movements that feel good. I usually like to twist a little. Move your head, your shoulders. And I'll try to tilt the pelvis forward as you lift your chest, drop your shoulders. And just tucking your chin slightly so that the crown of your head reaches up towards the sky. And usually the crown of the head is a little bit further back than most people think. So if you're not super familiar with it, you can take the heel of your palm and put it where your eyebrows, like in between your eyebrows. And then wrap your hand around where your middle finger touches. That's the crown of your head. Right, so that's where we tuck the chin and gives it that space to head up to the sky. Let me see if I can fix this a tiny bit because we are crooked always. I don't know if that's any better, but all right. So I like to close my eyes when I do my deep breathing. If it's more comfortable for you to keep them open, you can. If they're open, you want them to be to the floor about 1.5 feet in front of you and just soften your gaze. So think about if they're not all the way closed, maybe halfway closed. We're just going to start with a nice slow inhale through the nose for 6. Hold it at the top. Open mouth, forceful exhale. Think about pulling your belly in, pressing the air out. And again, inhale through the nose. Hold it. Big exhale. Big deep cleansing breaths here. Kneel, inhale. Hold it. Big exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. And big exhale. Soften the shoulders, relax your face. Last time, forceful inhale through the nose. Hold it. And exhale. Let's release. Open your eyes and you can move a little bit. As we move forward through our class, your goal is going to be to breathe in and out through your nose. There's a few places where we will forcefully exhale through the mouth, but I'll let you know. So other than that, breath in and out through the nose. Listen to your body. Right? It's your practice, your journey. You just do what's best for you. If you need to rest, rest. If you're feeling great, go for it. Just my goal at the end of class is that you feel better than when you started. So be kind to yourself. And I'm going to turn and face the top of my mat. And we'll stay in our easy pose for now. We'll use some movement with our breath here. Inhale, sweep your arms up, drop your head back. We're going to exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, arms up, head back. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold also too, as we go through class, our goal is to move the body and the breath together. So that's why the breath slows just a little bit to match our movements. I'm going to scoot back a tiny bit more. We'll use some momentum here to bring us onto hands and knees. We'll inhale, sweep your arms up, drop your head back. Exhale, come forward, hands and knees. So we got hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just move a little bit. Big circles with your head, doing whatever feels good in your body here. And then coming back to center. So warming up our balance here. We'll move into supported side plank. So we're going to extend the left leg so that the foot is flat. I'll scoot forward here a tiny bit. And then position your knee under your hip and your hand under your shoulder. And then we'll open up the left arm. Try to squeeze your bum, press your hips forward. We're looking up. Right, shoulders down the back. And then we're going to option to extend by lifting the leg, flexing the toes, and then just reaching that hand forward, palm down and bicep by the ear. Belly in tight. And lift the leg just a little bit higher if that feels all right. And we'll bring the leg down and the arm up. Shifting back onto the fingertips. We can hover that right hand if that's available, and even pop it up to heart center if you like. Just pull your belly in tight and look up for your left thumb. And the right hand can come down. We'll rotate back so that we're on hands and knees. We'll do the other side, so same thing. Just gonna extend and straighten the right leg. Right hand comes up. And try to get your right hand, right knee, right foot, left foot, all in the same line. Squeeze your bottom hips forward. And we can extend it by lifting the leg, flex the toes. The arm reaches forward, palm down, bicep by ear. Big deep breath. Maybe bringing that leg a little higher. And bring the arm down, the leg up. And again, we'll shift into the right foot so that left hand can hover or heart center. And left hand can come down. And our right hand can come down. All right, we're gonna inhale, lift the chin and chest. And curl your toes under, look up. We'll exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Let's release. We'll scoot the knees back, curl the toes, and come into your first downward facing dog. Just take a moment and start to walk it out a bit. What happened here? Alright. So we get the middle fingers pointing straight ahead. Pressing the chest back towards the legs, relax your head. And try to take up as much space as you can here on your mat. And you can walk it out. Bend the knees. Just doing whatever feels good in your body. I'm going to take this necklace off so it doesn't hit me in the face. And then come back to some stillness there in your down dog. Keeping your chest back and your hips back, just roll up high into your toes. You want to open up the arches of the feet. Relax your head. See if you can externally rotate your arms. Think about pulling the inside of your elbows forward. We'll exhale to press those heels back down to the ground. Let's bring the feet together on the center line. We'll inhale the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. And so starting with the hips and the shoulders squared off. Head hangs heavy. Big breath. An option here to bend the knee and open your hip if that feels good to twist a little bit. Try to keep your shoulders square. Right foot down. Left foot backing up. And so just kind of visualize from your left first all the way up to your left toes, a straight line. And that right heel pressing down. Head hangs heavy, soft gaze towards the right foot. Open up the hip. And trying to square off the shoulders even though that hip is opening up, so we get a nice big twist. And then we'll set the left foot up. And then the right. So you want the feet about hip distance apart. If you need to measure, just put your hands together. And then in between your feet, and that's about the distance of your hips there. We'll bend the knees to the bellies and the thighs. Grab your opposite elbows. Shake it out, move a little bit. Overhead is heavy, weight is forward into the toes. Let's take one more big inhale. And a big exhale. Let's release the hands. Option here to bring them behind the back and release the fingers, just stretch out your shoulders. And then hands down, all the way. You roll up slow. Ta-da, and then head is last. Once we're all the way up, we'll step the feet together. So Tadasana, mountain pose. Toes touch, ankle bones touch. Squeeze your legs, press your hips forward. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms face front, lift your chest, gaze forward. Alright, so I'm going to go through a modified sun salutation first because I feel like I haven't done that in a while to show the modifications. So we'll do a modified one first and then we'll do a traditional. So you do what's best for you. Moving the body and the breath together. Inhale, bring your arms out, back and up. Palms touch, look up, scrunch up. Exhale, fold forward, little bend in your knees if you need it. Flat back, all the way down, hands to the floor, relax your head. So it's fine if the knees are bent here. Hands are on the outside of the feet. As you inhale, pull your chest forward, gaze forward, try to flatten your back again. It's fine if the knees are bent. Exhale, bring your hands down, hop or step back to a high plank. So to modify here, we're going to drop to the knees. Want to make sure that you still have a straight line from your knees to your shoulders and you don't have your bones sticking up. Gaze is forward. You'll lower halfway, so this is modified chaturanga, or you go all the way to the ground. And then we'll do a cobra or an upward facing dog. And then we come back to our downward facing dog. Right, so that's a modified version. You can do that anytime you need to. And now we'll do a traditional one. So as you inhale, bring your heels high, bend your knees. Exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, flat to back. Exhale, fold, relax your head. As you inhale, flat back, arms come out, back and up. Exhale, fold, lead with the chest all the way down. Again, hands to the floor, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, hands down, feet back, high plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, grab thighs lifted off the mat, head back. And then lift the hips over the toes, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. All right, so you do whatever variation is best for you. Let's go. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold, lead with the chest. Halfway lift. High to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. One more time, inhale, heels high. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Alright, we're going to move into Sandhi, adding in a chair pose to our flow. So we'll inhale, bring the heels high. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Let's go halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. So hips come down, arms come up. And just make sure your knees and your feet are together. Arms are up, internally rotate just a little bit. And look in between your hands. See if you can press your shoulders down your back. Nice big breath. As we exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold, hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank. To low. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Okay, let's inhale the right leg up. And step your right foot to your right hand. We'll keep the hands on the ground for now. We want to gaze forward, get the feet hip distance apart. If we need to modify, you're going to drop your back knee. All right, and then the arms come up. Otherwise, we stay high on the toes and rise. So for high lunge, we just want to make sure that we have the feet hip distance apart. You're going to squeeze your left leg, pull your belly in tight. All right, we got arms up, shoulders down, lift your gaze. Try to really reach through the fingers. And if you feel wobbly, get your feet further apart, and maybe your hips a little bit lower. We're just going to hold here for a moment. Focus on the breath, big inhale. Big exhale. Check your alignment, make sure you're not leaning forward. All right, so hands are above shoulders, shoulders are above hips. Belly in nice and tight. As you inhale, reach up. On the exhale, hands come down. Right foot comes back, we'll gaze forward, maybe that right leg lifts as you lower chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Big breath in, and big breath out. Whatever we do on one side, we're going to do on the other. So we'll inhale the left leg up, step the left foot to the left hand, keeping the hands down just for a sec. Again, drop the knee if you need to, and uncurl your toes. Otherwise, we're going to inhale and rise up. And making those little adjustments in your body. Try to avoid a big giant back bend if you can. So hip bones up and tailbone lengthens down. Let's show us how. trying to flatten out that back a little bit. Drop the shoulders, lift the gaze. See what's available in the hips. If you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper. Big breath. Sit down nice and low as you inhale, reach. We're gonna exhale, hands down. Left foot comes back in. Maybe you wanna lift that leg up for an extra challenge. Lower, up dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, bring your heels high. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Share pose, arms up. We'll exhale, hold, hands come down. Halfway lift. Body plank. To low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. And big exhale. Alright, we're gonna go into warrior one this time, starting with a three-legged dog. We're gonna inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right foot comes forward. We're gonna drop that back heel. Toes are 45-degree angle, pulling up towards the top right corner of the mat, and the arms come out, back and up. Alright, so our first goal in warrior one is gonna be to square the hips off to the top of your mat. So if you need to get a shorter stance, you can do that. Make sure that left leg is straight, hip is forward. Right, and arms are up. Head drops back, we look for the thumbs. Same idea, hands above shoulders, shoulders above hips. If we need to modify, hands come to heart center, gaze is forward. Right, pull your belly in tight. See how your hips feel. If you can go a little lower, drop down just a little lower. And use your inhale to reach up, get space. Exhale, hands come down. Step back. Right leg, lower. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Back heel comes down, arms up. So ideally there's a tiny bit of space between your feet and your warrior one. Right, not a whole lot of space, but just a little bit so we can get that hip forward, toes forward. Right, and then either arms up or hands at heart center. Get everything lined up. So it's always alignment before depth, so that once we come into that full range of motion that we feel stable and strong. We'll bend that knee. Head drops back, belly in tight. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Left leg back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Alright, let's inhale, heels high. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose, arms up. And fold, hands to the mat. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath. All right, we're gonna go into part 2 of our video.